What's up, everybody? This is Dale from Upstate Bets and DFS. I'm here with my partner Reoz. We got a six-game slate here on Taco Tuesday. So we're back on Prize Picks as usual. If you want to sign up for Prize Picks, use promo code Upstate. It'll give you a 100% deposit match on your first deposit up to $100. So very simple way to play. You take over-unders on player projections. So right here they got Kevin Durant, 29.5 points going against the Charlotte Hornets tonight. You want to take the over on him or the under on his points. You also got points, rebounds, assists, PRA, fantasy score, three-pointers made. You also got a ton more sports, college sports, esports, MMA, PGA, a bunch of different ways to take player props. I personally use it for my player props. I think they offer the best lines. They always give you discounts, and especially today on Taco Tuesday, man, they'll give you discounts on certain players. Right now, there's a soccer taco right here. I'd be lying to you if I knew anything about soccer, but right there, there's a discount on his. Maybe we'll get a discount on KD tonight. Maybe he'll go down to 22.5 points. It'll get you a little bit more chance to take the over there if you wanted. So, yeah, you're in the right hands. We usually do two picks each here on the YouTube videos for Upstate Bets. Yesterday, not a perfect day. Just going to be completely honest, not a really good day for me overall, and someone was definitely letting me be fully aware of that in the comment section, but that's all right, man. I'm going to bounce back today. Always when you have a down day, it's a nice way to bounce back. At the Patreon, we did pretty well, though, so that's where you're finding our best picks over on the Patreon. Rios, tell them about that.
Yeah, we've been really crushing the month of March here on the Patreon. I mean, I went 2-1 last night, dealing with another injury. 2 nights ago, I had Jared Allen leave the game. Last night, I had Isaiah Stewart leave the game. Dale's been crushing two pick powers. He's been dropping three pick powers. Just always falling one short. But you know what? We're still giving you guys winners over there. I mean, two out of three is not bad. You're still winning two pick powers. So you can find it at patreon.com/upstate. It'll also be linked in the description below. We got March Madness coming up. I already put out my plays for the ACC tournament today. So a ton of college basketball picks coming on the Patreon as well. So it's going to be a jam-packed month for us between NBA and college basketball here at Upstate Bets and DFS.
Yeah, that's absolutely for sure, man. If you're into college sports, or just betting on sports in general, we do a ton more like sports betting stuff over there. Riyad's did an MMA card. He's doing all this college basketball stuff. He's so good with that type of stuff. So definitely take his word for what he's doing over there with his college ball. He's been grinding that all season. So yeah, very very fun thing we got going on over there. We got a private Discord for the people. If you want to get in, where we'll chat it up with you guys. You want to ask us who we're liking tonight. It doesn't matter what it is. Whether it's NBA or anything you're looking at, we'll get back to you and let you know our thoughts. So let's dive right into this video, man. We got a couple guys here. I got one guy particularly in assist that I want to get to. I think his line's pretty low. It's been lower than what it has been overall this year. He was up into the 11 and a half at one point when he was really really balling back in January. Darius Garland here at 8.5. I love the over here, coming off a 19 assist performance against Philly, which is absolutely amazing, and then 10 against Toronto. So he's been balling. I know 4 against Charlotte isn't good, and we usually love to target guards against Charlotte. It's a really fast-paced team. They love to get out and run. Cleveland likes to play slow though, and without Jared Allen, I'm curious to see how this works. And he doesn't really look to Jared Allen like crazy. They don't run a huge pick and roll thing, but he's got people like Evan Mobley around him that can shoot the ball. He's got people like Larry Markin around him that can shoot the ball. They're favorites in this game. They want to keep their seed in the East. I really like this team, and it's exciting that they're going to be a playoff team, man. And I just think 8.5 assists is such a solid discount for the guy that handles the ball majority of the time, and we know his ceiling. He can go out there and give you over 8.5 in the first half. So really love Darius Garland here.
Without a doubt. I mean, I'm going to keep it right here. At the assist, I like Reggie Jackson here. His line's at 5.5, going against the Golden State Warriors, and this is not the same Golden State team we saw early on in the season. I mean, they went 2-8 in the month of February. Their defense just looks awful with Draymond Green still being out, and we continue to see Reggie Jackson hit. We know he had a bad game against New York. He only had 4 assists, but he had 9 against the Lakers and an unreal performance. I mean, 6 against Houston back to back, and then again against the Lakers he had 6, but with Golden State really struggling, coming into the month of March, really still not playing that great of basketball. Reggie Jackson and just this team without PG-13 has really everyone around. I mean, Marcus Morris has been scoring very well. Batum off the bench. I mean, there's just a ton of guys that roll out there every single night and give Reggie Jackson a chance to really rack up assists. He seems like the superstar on this team right now, going out and getting 29 points with 9 assists. So at his line so low here at 5.5, who's going to play 30, 35 minutes against a Golden State team that's really struggling. He's in a great spot here tonight.
Yeah, he really is, and he's just been playing so well, even scoring the ball, man. He's going out there having really good games. They're trying to make a push, to kind of get a higher seed in the West. So really like this Clippers team so far, and they're really getting good late into the season. The next guy I want to get to is in the points category. Going to be Brandon Ingram here at 22.5 points. He's been playing really well, and against Memphis, it's not the greatest matchup, but he's been getting it done against Denver, who's a slower paced team, Utah, who's a tough matchup, Phoenix is a tough matchup too. Obviously, Sacramento balled on them as he should, but 22.5, solid discount for a guy that's been staying around this number and who's been having good games. I expected this to be at like 24. Maybe 24.5, but 22.5. Really love this. Obviously, got a ton of shooters around him, and McCollum can definitely take over a game. Valanciunas doesn't really have that upside points wise, but we've seen him definitely go out there, hit some threes. But no doubt about it, Brandon Ingram. 1A, 1B with him and McCollum, but sometimes it's just Ingram's night, and lately it's been Ingram's night, and he just gets things cooking sometimes. And literally, I mean, he's the 3-point upside's been there. I mean, there was a 10 game stretch in this season where he wasn't hitting any threes, maybe just one a night, but he's been hitting 3 in the past couple games, hitting 2, and that's really nice to see, man. If he can get the thing rolling from deep, that's the type of production we need from him. And against Memphis, he's going to need to start doing that, because getting to the hole against these guys, they're just collapsing, they're swallowing defense, like they're just an active defense, man. And if Ingram can get things rolling from the outside, 22.5 seems like a lock.
It's really nice to see Brandon Ingram get going with the addition of CJ McCollum. The last guy I want to talk about is Bobby Portis over at PRA. His line's sitting at 26.5. Really love Bobby Portis here tonight. He's in a great spot here against OKC. The OKC defense is starting to get a little bit better with points allowed. I believe they're creeping towards top 10 in the league, but in every other stat, I mean, they give up probably the fifth most rebounds a game. They allow a ton of assists. They have no true center. And Bobby Portis is known to go out there and give you 20 and 10 against matchups like this. We've seen 3 straight games now he's struggled, but 3 really tough teams in the Suns, Chicago, and Miami. But we saw against Brooklyn, he had 42, absolutely exploded. And against Charlotte, who kind of plays the same pace as OKC, he had 30. So I think 30 is kind of the line where he should be getting every single night. And at 26 here against a really just a really bad team in OKC, there is blowout factor here, but I think Bobby Portis gets this done pretty early on in the game.
Yeah, not to mention, even if it does blow out a little bit, Portis usually gets a solid amount of blowout run too. I mean, he's still going to go out there and play 30 minutes, it seems like, for you. So we've seen him getting done just scoring the ball over 26. We've seen him have 30-point nights. So amazing to see. He has a 3-point upside. He can go out there and get things rolling from deep. He's obviously an amazing rebounder. So love Bobby Portis there going against that OKC team that can't seem to guard any big men this season. And that'll be it for us, man. Over on all these guys. Hopefully we're going to have a nice bounce back night. Compared to last night, I know Reoz had a pretty good night compared to me. But it's hard to come back from things like injuries and stuff like that. There's nothing you can do about that. I had LeBron in the Patreon, who was a late scratch in that game too. So hopefully we dodge all that nonsense today. All our guys play, all our guys smash. Hopefully it's just one of those perfect nights. Be sure to hop on over to the Patreon if needed. If you want to get some of that college basketball knowledge, March is just the best time to do it, man. March is such a fun month for college basketball, and Reoz is going to put you in the right hands, man, and get you winning some cash. So thank you guys for watching. Catch you in the next one. Peace.